Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Today's topic is observation. Let me start with the big why we need to observe our own thoughts, emotions, reactions, our own behaviors. First and foremost, if you are still struggling with your own reactions to whatever triggers you in your own reality, this video is for you. In this video, I will explain to you why people get triggered, and I will help you connect whatever is triggering you to your inner world, your emotions, your feelings. My name is Albina. I'm a spiritual coach and a spiritual mentor. I am here to serve the humanity with elevating their consciousness. So, the spiritual idea of life is that life is our mirror, a reflection of who we are, our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions, and our feelings, our programs. Everything we care around us and in us is being reflected back to us. And if you find yourself reacting to something, that particular belief that that gets triggered in you is there for a reason. And the reason is that it nudges you to release that specific belief that you are holding on to right now. With human consciousness on the way to the 4D, we humans are being asked to heal and release anything and everything that no longer serves us. Let me give you an example from my own personal experience of unwinding my beliefs. So the story is about how I would react to my kids crying. When my kids were small, I would get triggered a lot by their cry, and I had no idea as to why I would get triggered until I started observing and asking myself, why am I not accepting that kids can cry? And I started observing my inner world, observing my feelings and emotions at the moment of the trigger, and becoming more and more aware of what it is that I feel at the moment of the trigger. A picture from my past showed up. This wasn't a pleasant picture, and the feeling that was connected to that past event was a feeling of being helpless and hopeless. So this traumatic event happened to my nephew when he was abused by his own mom, and he would cry nonstop. He was only 2 years old and I was around 10. I had no one to turn to for help because my parents were at work almost all the time, so I felt helpless. Every time I heard my kids cry, this feeling would pop in and I felt helpless and hopeless. This created a belief in me that I can't do anything. I just can't do anything. When kids cry, I don't know what to do. I would feel lost. I would feel confused. When you become aware of your own inner world and start observing what feeling gets triggered in you, you will notice that each trigger is triggering a certain belief and an emotion attached to it. These are unprocessed emotions that are spinning around in your own mind. And if they keep looping and you keep witnessing the same situation over and over and you keep reacting to it, you must ask yourself first, how do I feel? What emotions are popping up in me? How are these emotions attached to my past? When did I learn this for the very first time in my life? What belief or what beliefs I had formed at that moment in time? There can be more than one belief. There are a lot of programs that we carry in us that we have not uncovered yet. And they're buried underneath another belief and another belief. And those beliefs get triggered. Humans form the majority of their beliefs in childhood. So you might want to start journaling about your life story and what beliefs you had acquired when you were a child and living in your parents' household. You can start writing about your childhood traumas because these are the major events that get triggered the most. Becoming aware of who you are is awakening to your own body, your own mind, and observation is crucial for your soul's growth, for your spiritual growth, and moving on to the 4D. As humanity is rising in its own consciousness, so will you if you start with simple technique of observation, neutral observation, when you do not label, criticize, self-reflect immediately, or judge. When you hold space for yourself and others, that's when you observe. And whatever is showing up in your life and how you're reacting to it, to that specific thing, what belief gets triggered in you with that reaction is exactly what you need to release. If you don't know how to stop reacting and start responding instead, please subscribe to this channel as I'm working on the content, and you will have an access to all what I have learned and to all what I think is true in our reality that helped me to transform from my own victim mentality to a mentality of a winner. Thank you for watching and see you soon.